Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to another live stream. We are here at about 3 p.m. my time. About 3 p.m. my time. Let me make sure I got this mic on the correct setting. Okay, yeah, we're good to go. We're going to wait for some people to get in here to join us live, send out some notifications, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. Pretty chilly day here today, so I'm all bundled up today. What is the topic? What are we going to be talking about today, guys? What are we going to be discussing? We are going to be discussing sensitization. It's a lie. And of course, I'm going to elaborate on that, let you know what I mean. Give me just a second here. We are going to send out some notifications real quick. Real quick, and then we'll get started. We'll see who we've got in chat with us today. Alright, there's that. Oh, I messed it up. Okay, there's that. Alright. And there is that. So who do we got in chat with us today? Carly, what's up? Jennifer, Cherie, Kay, Sky, Kevin, Remy, Jen, Ophelia, Trish, what's up, guys? What is up, everyone? Welcome, welcome. Come one, come all. Chat's filling up quick today. All right. All right. What up, brother? How's it going? What's up, Ghost? Welcome, dude. Welcome. Welcome. If I sound like I'm dragging today or a little bit snotty today, it's because I am. M, what's up, M? Logan, what's up, Logan? How you doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we don't really have to wait around too long today. It looks like we've already got a full chat. We might as well go ahead and jump into this one. The topic we are going to be discussing today is sensitization, and quite simply, I have wrote out beside that, it's a lie. It's a lie. So let's talk about it. Let's jump into it. A couple days ago, you probably, maybe, watched a stream that I did entitled Two Worlds, or A New World, right? And I was basically comparing the recovered state to the sensitized state and talking about how it quite literally feels like two different worlds. And that's what we're going to be doing again today, sort of, in a roundabout way. We're going to be talking about the bluff. We're going to be talking about the illusion of sensitization, the illusion of sensitization. Now, you guys know that I like to make my points with examples, right? You guys know that I like to make my points with examples. So we're going to give some examples from my own personal journey to start this one off, and I'm just going to run through them, right? I'm just going to run through some examples that I can think of. So when you're in the sensitized state, guys, when you are in the sensitized state, things that are not a big deal to you, right? Things that are not a big deal to you, things that you don't normally overthink, things that you normally don't care about, even things that it can even go as far as to say that things that you normally would find just absolutely laughable or ridiculous become a really big deal to you, right? And you can even, and here's the funny thing, you can even know that these thoughts, whatever they're about or whatever the case may be, you can know that they're ridiculous. You can know that they're irrational. You can know that they're even sometimes downright laughable. You can know that. You can still know that and still have an overreaction by the tired mind and body. You can know all of that and still feel like it's life or death sometimes in the moment, right, when these waves hit, whatever the case may be. So you can know all of this, like on a rational level, but when you're in a tired mind and body, you can still feel like it's just the end of the world, like it's just life or death, even though you know it's ridiculous. And that's part of being in a sensitized mind and body, right? That's part of being in a sensitized mind and body. So, what do you then do about that? Well, you remember that it's a lie, right? That doesn't make it suck any less in the moment. So this is important. This is a really important point here. That doesn't make it suck any less in the moment. So you're remembering, oh yeah, this is, sensitized nerves, this is a lie, one day I'm going to be laughing about this thought, and you will, because there's so many thoughts that I can think back on nowadays, and I just find them absolutely laughable. But at the time, during sensitization, felt extremely, extremely real. It's supposed to, right? That's part of being in sensitization. It's supposed to feel extremely, extremely real. But nowadays, I can think back and have a pretty good laugh over those thoughts. So, it just goes to show you right? Sensitization is a lie. One day, if you continue to just allow these waves to come, if you continue to just remind yourself, hey, my brain is learning, so the waves are crashing, the thoughts are intense, the feelings are intense. I know it feels like it's the end of the world, right? But if you continue to just try to stay afloat with what you tell yourself, right? My brain is learning, just going to let this pop off, just going to let this roar. I know sometimes it's very eerie, it's very freaky, it's very scary, right? But if you continue to do that, one day you will be looking back, just like myself and so many people here in the chat. You will be looking back and you'll be thinking, you know what? Why did I ever give that so much credit? And the reason was because you were sensitized, right? That's why the body and mind was overreacting. But you'll be thinking back one day and you'll be thinking to yourself, you know what? That's just so laughable. I can't believe that at some point that shook me up so much. But again, that's part of being in sensitization, right? That's part of being in sensitization, is that it overshadows sort of your reason and your logic, and you know there's really no good reason for this, and you know that, yeah, that's pretty ridiculous, or you know that, you know, this shouldn't be causing the alarm that's causing. You know these things, but it is, because that's a part of being in sensitization. Now, sensitization, right? Tired nerves, tired body, whatever you want to call it, is a lie. And it's a lie for that reason. Because as soon as you start to do the work, right, as soon as you start to apply that, okay, my brain's learning mindset, you're not fighting with anything, you're not pushing anything, you're not pulling anything, it's just these thoughts are crashing, feelings are crashing, you're saying, you know what, it's learning, and you're continuing on with your day to the best of your ability. As you do these things and you get closer and closer to what's called the rest digest part of your brain, right? The part of your brain that is in control of things like rational thought and peace. As you heal and get closer and closer to that part of the brain, you will be seeing how even, I guess you could go out and say, how hilarious, right, some of these thoughts are. Right? You will start to see how hilarious some of these thoughts or situations that used to scare you, you'll start to see how funny they are as you get closer and closer to healing, aka rest digest, that part of the brain, right? And again, how do you do that? By allowing these waves to crash, by reminding yourself it is a lie, my brain is learning, right? Don't give it more credit than it deserves. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day, guys. Not giving this stuff more credit than it deserves. And I know, it feels like life or death. I got it. It feels like life or death. I understand that. But you got to remember, back to the, the title of this stream, the point of this stream, it's a lie. It's a lie. I know you can't see it now, right? And that's where it gets a little tricky, because you can't see it now. But I'm telling you, even though you can't see it now, one day, as you get closer to healing, as you get closer to the rest digest part of the brain, you will be looking back on the thoughts that just absolutely, you could say, crippled you at one point with a smile. Because you'll be like, why on earth, right? Why on earth did I ever let that scare me as much as it did? And understand that you can't really control that. It's part of being sensitized. But what you can control is reminding yourself in those moments when those waves are really intense and they're crashing really hard. And I know really hard is an understatement sometimes. You can't control that the tired mind and body are very afraid over stupid, ridiculous things, right? It's part of being sensitized. But you can control your reaction to it. You can remind yourself, hey, this is a lie. Right? I'm just going to let it happen. Just going to let it pop. Just going to let these waves crash, whether it be thoughts, whether it be symptoms, feelings. Just going to let it all crash. And I'm going to continue on with my day and have the most productive day that I possibly can, despite these false alarms. Right? Now, that's what you can control. You can't control that the sensitized nerves are overreacting to stupid things right now. Right? Out of your control. But you can't control your reaction to that. You can say, oh, we gave an example the other day that people seem to really enjoy, which was, just like if you have a sprained wrist, you can't control that. Pain comes with having a sprained wrist, but you can control not obsessing about it. You can say, oh, that just comes with having a sprained wrist, just like a ton of irrational thoughts that seem like life or death, right? And a bunch of symptoms come with a tired mind and a tired body, sensitized nerves, right? So you can't control the fact that the tired nerves are overreacting to really just irrational things right now, right? Can't control that. But what you can control is how you react to that. What you can control is how you react to that fact, right? And that's where the accepting inner voice comes into play. Remember, this is a lie. This is a lie. Your brain thinks there's a tiger. There's no tiger. That's all that's happening here. Your brain thinks there's a tiger, but there is no tiger, and that's all that's happening here. It's a lie. One day you're going to be looking back and you're going to think, why did that trigger me so much, right? Why was I so upset over that? You just can't even picture it. You can't even imagine why you were so upset over what you used to be so upset over, and it's because you went from the tired nervous system to the healed nervous system, right? While you're in it, and I'm going to stress this important fact one more time because it is so important. While you're in it, you can't see that, right? While you're in it, it feels like life or death. While you're in it, they feel so important. But you can remind yourself that, yes, to the body and to the mind, this feels very important, but I know this is a lie. I know that if I let these waves crash, I know that if I just let this fire burn, and I know how hot it can be sometimes, but you can remind yourself that if I just let this fire burn, one day I will be laughing at all of the things that used to scare me, irrational thoughts included, right? Irrational thoughts included. So you can't control how the mind and body are behaving, but you can control what you tell yourself about it, and that's the accepting inner voice. And while you're telling yourself accepting things, right, like, hey, my brain is learning, this is a lie, but I know my brain's learning, I'm just going to let these thoughts and feelings crash, let them burn, right? You're getting on with your day. You're having a productive day regardless. Now, I know that's easier said than done, right? I know that is easier said than done, but we do come back to the fact, no matter where we go with this conversation, we always come back to the fact that this is a lie. Ultimately, this is a lie. Ultimately, this is a bluff. This is an illusion. You will be laughing about these things one day. You will be laughing about these thoughts one day. You are just in a bluff of a sensitized body and a sensitized mind, and you got to remember that while you're in it. You got to remember that while you're in it and let that brain learn, right? Accepting inner voice, continue living your life. Right? This is a lie. This is an illusion. This is a bluff. I know for some of you out there that you cannot picture that right now in your current state. I understand. It's almost impossible for you to picture that in your current state. Right? But I'm here to tell you that one day, as you continue accepting the thoughts and feelings and letting them burn and having that attitude of just let it burn, while you continue moving forward, you're just telling yourself it's learning, letting it burn. One day, you will get closer and closer to that healing, and you will be able to look at some of these thoughts and they won't cause any reaction, right? They won't cause any reaction. Right now, it's very hot. I get that. The fire is very hot. But one day you will be looking back on these things and you'll be saying, why in the world, how in the world did that cause me so much suffering at one point? And then that's when you remind yourself, well, there you go. That's the two worlds. That's the bluff of the two worlds going from the sensitized state to the healed state. That is the bluff. So I know some of you probably have no faith in that right now. You're thinking, hey, man, these thoughts, they come in, they torture me. There's no way I'll be able to look at these thoughts and laugh. I'm telling you, from someone who's been tortured, right, you will. You will. You might not be able to see it right now, but you will. It's a lie, guys. You're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. I know it doesn't feel like it. I know it feels like the complete opposite right now. I know it feels like the complete opposite right now. You can't see it. I get it. But you are going to be okay. You are going to be fine. If you let this stuff burn, and I know it's painful, but if you let this stuff burn without the worry and the negativity, right, just practice letting it burn while you carry on, you are going to be fine. You are going to be all right. Either way, you're going to be fine, right? Let's make that known right now. Either way, you're going to be fine. Whether you continue telling yourself a bunch of negative things, right, or not, either way, you're going to be fine. It's not going to hurt you either way. But let's go the healing route, right? Let's go the healing route. If you're going to be fine either way, which you are, I'm here to tell you, you are, then we might as well go the healing route, right? You might as well practice those words. Practice that attitude of, you know what, just let it burn, let it pop, let it burn, right? Let it pop. My brain is learning. Right? I know this is a bluff, this is illusion. You might as well practice those healing words while you carry on with a positive behavioral day, because you're going to be fine either way. So you might as well go the healing route, right? You might as well go the healing route. So just a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of hope for you guys to let you know that it's a lie. It's a lie. That's really the best way that you can describe it. All the shit that you think you're so afraid of right now, you're not going to be one day. All the thoughts that you think are so important right now, they're causing such a physical reaction, they won't be one day. All right, it is a bluff. And the quicker you get into that attitude of this is a bluff, my brain is learning, just let it pop and carry on with your day. The quicker you get started with those 2 keys, that is the 2 keys, right? The quicker you will also begin to see that it's a lie, right? So you can go, and this is the last point I'll make for the title of this stream. By the way, we did have a $10 tip come in from Chase. Chase, thank you so much, dude. Thank you, Chase. Get some purple hearts in the chat for Chase. Thank you, man. We're on a 222-day streak. Thank you for the $10 tip. Anyway, last point. What point was I going to make? Last point that I'll make with this stream. You can go from, okay, and this is like, we'll end on an example. You can go from someone who has a particular thought, or we'll say thoughts, because it can be either a thought or thoughts. You can go from someone who has a particular thought or thoughts that just absolutely tortures you, right? It feels like torture. You want to solve it. You want to figure it out. You want to fix it so bad. The temptation is so bad. And that just causes you such horrible anxiety, right? And you think, well, there's just no way because I can't really solve or fix this, but I'm trying to every single day, blah, blah, blah. I'm fighting with it every single day. I'm mentally trying to figure out what I can do about this. You can go from someone who's absolutely tortured by some of these thoughts, right, and these strong urges to fix or solve them, and they cause a bunch of physical symptoms. You can go from that to, if you start to have the attitude of, you know what, just let it pop, let it burn. I don't need to fix that. I don't need to solve that. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to try to answer that thought. Just going to, say, whatever, let it learn, and it's up there, and it's burning, and it's screaming, right? And you're letting it learn, and you're having a productive day. You can go from someone tortured by some of these thoughts and feelings to someone who can see the same thoughts and feelings, and they come with no symptoms. They come with no symptoms. You're even able to laugh at them. That is what's in store for you. And if you can't see that right now, I understand. But just take my word for it. Have a little bit of blind faith in me. You can go from that opposite extreme of so upset about these thoughts and feelings to someone who laughs at them. So even if you can't see that, even though, maybe you haven't experienced that for yourself, or maybe you've practiced enough, you have seen the truth, right? And you just need to keep practicing, whatever. Take my word for it, guys. This shit is a lie. This shit is lying to you. This shit is not the real you. This shit is a bluff. It is an illusion. It's a strong illusion. It's a strong bluff. But nonetheless, it is an illusion. It is a lie. Sensitization, right, is a lie. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. That was a good one, and it looks like we've got a packed house in here today, so this is a great stream. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you wouldn't mind to toss a quick like, I would really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get us some music going. We are now in the point of the stream, the part of the stream where we will answer any questions that you guys have. If you're new here, this is your chance to ask your questions. This is your chance to chat it up with the chat, hang out with us, see what's going on. I don't know why my chat box on screen is a little slow today. We'll see if we can do this and then bring it back. All right, I don't know. We'll see if that fixes it. Whatever you have said, anxiety is illogical because it lives in the illogical part of the brain. All the logical thinking won't help with doodly squat. Just live your life. Exactly, dude. It doesn't listen to logic or ration. You just got to say, let it burn, right? Just let it burn. Let it burn. Exactly. Let's see here. I'm going to try to give you some examples of that. Give me just a second. Okay, so one of my favorite little quotes. Let me get it pulled up here. One of my favorite little quotes is that you don't have to fight mentally with any of this stuff, right? You don't have to fight mentally with any of this stuff. You just have to show your brain that all is well, right? And this brings us to positive behaviors. So the mental attitude is one of just let it burn, let it pop. There's nothing for me to solve. There's nothing for me to figure out, right? Just let it burn. That's the mental attitude. Let it pop. My brain's learning. You're letting all these feelings and thoughts do their thing. Now with the behaviors, right? you will get access to the part of the brain that's more logical as you start to heal and you tap into rest digest. How do you do that? Through having the accepting attitude and positive behavior. So this little quote says, I wish my fight or flight response was more clever, then I would not be in this condition. Use that to your advantage is what it says. Use that to your advantage. The fight or flight does not know the difference between a real or pretend threat, right? It doesn't. Thus, it does not know the difference between a real or pretend response. Pretend, act like all is well, and you'll start to initiate rest digest, right? So, and then it goes on to say your brain will automatically rewire itself, and all of the negative / irrational thoughts will be replaced with positive / rational thoughts, right? So it's not your job to try to force that. It's not your job to try to force that. It's not your job to try to fight with that, because when you do, A, the brain's not listening. It only cares about your accepting attitude and positive behaviors, so it's not listening to you trying to force it, and B, it just really stresses you out. So just adopt the attitude of, hey, let it burn, let it pop, it's learning, right? Adopt that accepting mental attitude, and then have a positive behavioral day. Show the brain, hey, there's no tiger, look at me, living as if I'm healed, right? Some people say, well, I can't fake that, and I'm like, well, you're not faking it. Take a look around. Is there a real tiger? No? Okay, then it's not fake. Then your positive behaviors are not fake. So, but yeah, that's how you heal. That's how you get access to that rest digest part of the brain, and your thoughts will automatically start to become more rational. You don't have to force that. You just have to have the accepting attitude while it's irrational. Let it burn, let it pop. It's learning, right? And continue on with a positive behavioral, behavioral actions and choices throughout the day, right? Why does anxiety feel so heady at times? I'm going through a stage where it literally feels like I'm going crazy in bouts because my head seems noisy, full every noise. That's probably because your nerves are so sensitized. Even Dr. Claire Weeks says in one of her books that something as simple as a trip in the dark can send a sensitized person into a bit of a, anxiety rise, a bit of an anxious fit. So it's the nerves being extremely sensitized, right, could lead to the fact that you say crazy in bouts because my head seems noisy. Every noise sends me to the edge. Tired nerves, dude. They're on a hair trigger. That's just a part of it. Let it burn. Just going to stand there and watch it burn. There you go, dude. There you go. Quote some Eminem, right? Is that Eminem? Let it burn while you get on with your day and have a positive behavioral day. Let me scroll up a little bit. Scroll up. Let's see. Okay, Ophelia, let me see if I can find your comment. That's how I feel. Wonder about how did it torture me through this beautiful vacation. Well, that's what it does. It doesn't matter where you are, right? It doesn't matter where you are. The bluff is a bluff. The illusion is illusion. No matter if you're here or there, you just got to see through it, right? And just got to let it burn while you focus on your positive behaviors, right? So you've got the mental attitude, which is let it burn, right? Let it learn. It is what it is. Let that bluff happen. Whatever. Yeah, I hear you. Let it burn. The thoughts are crashing. The feelings are crashing. You're just letting it happen, letting it burn, and you're focusing on those positive behaviors, right? Doesn't matter if you're here. Doesn't matter if you're there. Doesn't matter if you're on vacation. The rules of the game never change, right? The rules of the game never change. Jelly Legs was hard to control, kept saying fuck it, but it still stayed. Let it stay, right? The accepting inner voice doesn't take anything away in the moment, right? It leads to healing, right? It might make you feel better, I don't know, 20 minutes from now or 2 days from now. I don't know when, right? The brain learns as the brain learns, but it's probably not going to take all of your symptoms away right there in the moment, and that's not the point. The point of the accepting inner voice is to say, hey, I'm just letting it burn. The thoughts and the symptoms, they can stay. Right? They can stay, and they're probably going to until my brain learns, right? Like I said, we don't know 2 hours from now, 2 days from now, 2 weeks from now. The accepting inner voice is not to make anything go away in the moment. It is just to keep yourself aware of what's going on, and you've got the mental attitude of let it burn, and you're focusing on living. You're focusing on your positive behaviors, and, thoughts are crashing, feelings are crashing. I know they feel freaking intense sometimes, but you've just got that attitude of let it burn. Let it burn, let it learn. There you go. There's you a new mantra we just came up with. Let it burn and let it learn. Let it burn and let it learn. Thank you guys so much for the purple hearts, David, Jennifer, Trish. If I did miss any questions, please feel free to re-comment those. We've got a lot of comments today, so I may have overlooked something. Let it burn, let it learn. Yes, Mint, there you go. How you doing, Mint? The roof is on fire. There you go. Wonder Bro, what are your thoughts on depression at the ends of recovery? Don't be so quick to call it depression, dude. This is the same answer I give everyone, right? Don't be so quick to call it depression. It's more than likely fatigue, right? You're going from an extreme high of anxiety to finally using this stuff, using this advice, and that's making you feel a little bit better in regards to anxiety, which is probably leading to, like, let's say a sugar crash. Does that make sense if we use that analogy? So don't be so quick to call yourself depressed, because I think that's very self-defeating, and ultimately it doesn't help anything, so you might as well not use the label anyway, right? But it is very common. I will say this. It is very common when you start using this stuff and, you start to chill out in the anxiety side of things, that you're kind of going from like a sugar high to a sugar crash. And that's fine, dude. It's a lot easier to handle than all that shit you were going through. So you might as well just embrace it. I'm in a totally different place today. I used to watch you years ago. You do get better, everyone. And thanks, Wonder Bro. Absolutely, dude. Thank you for the positivity. Appreciate it. How you doing today, Sky? Hope you're doing fantastic, dude. How you doing today, Rich? We got Kate in the house. Nighttime and dinner, but I'm checking in while we're watching TV. Awesome, Mint. Well, welcome to the stream. Think you've commented on this before, but positive behaviors include your work job, even if stressful. So if you have symptoms but keep working, brain is learning. Well, positive behaviors are how you carry yourself, right? It's how you carry yourself. So if you're carrying yourself in a positive way, which means you're getting involved in life, and let's say you're working and it's a stressful job, of course, I can't tell you whether or not you should switch jobs, right? That's going to be your decision. It's up to you what you want to do with that. But I will say positive behaviors, how you carry yourself. Let's say you're working. Are you talking to your coworkers? Are you getting involved in your work? Are you doing your best that you can at your work? So, positive behaviors are how you carry yourself through the acts that you get involved in. And of course, like Remy said, you can give it a hobby. You can start doing more fun things throughout the day, after work, before work, right? A positive behavior doesn't need to be overthought. It's just a positive behavior. It's just something you would do, or a way that you would behave, right? If you felt good, right? And that's showing the brain that, hey, there is no tiger. So don't overthink what a positive behavior is, guys. A positive behavior could be a smile. It could be joining a conversation and talking a little bit louder, right? Normally you're really quiet and in the corner. It could be a dance. It could be a song. It could be a walk. It could be a wink in the mirror. It could be a flex in the mirror. It could be anything. A positive behavior could quite literally be anything, right? It could be doing the dishes while you hum. I don't know. It could be anything. So don't overthink what a positive behavior is. Just understand that the two main keys are you have to have that mental attitude of let it burn, let it learn. So the thoughts and feelings are coming in, and they're coming in strong, but you just got that attitude of let it learn, let it burn, right? And then the positive behaviors are, well, you're up living, you're doing things you want to do, you're doing productive things, fun things, whatever. Anything can be a positive behavior. You don't have to overthink that. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for all these amazing questions. Sent PayPal. Thank you so much, T, for the, $6 tip. If we could show some love in the chat to T for the $6 tip. Get some of those purple hearts rolling. Thank you so much, T. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. So let's see. Who is that? Let me go up here. Wait a minute. It was okay, I got it. It was T, and it was Chase. Thank you guys so much, Chase and T. I appreciate you guys. We are on a 222-day streak. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you'd like to support the stream, the links are on the screen, or you can close the live chat and make the little cloud pop up by using the link. There we go. I almost got tongue-tied. Sky, thank you. Jennifer, thank you. Mint, thank you. All right, let's see. Funny thing is, I was dizzy most of my vacation. I did follow a restaurant, but due to my heel, got stuck. Okay, gotcha. Got back up like nothing and carried on. There you go. Maybe we'll go without heels next time, right? I don't know. But either way, you got up and you carried on, and that's what matters. So you should be proud of yourself. As long as you practiced, Ophelia, right? You don't have to be perfect. But as long as you practiced responding to these thoughts and feelings with just hey, let it burn, let it learn, you can be there if you want. As long as you practiced that mental perspective, which is acceptance, and you tried your best to get involved physically with things at the beach, then you're on the right track. Let's see. Did I say the beach? Soccer Mom. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if you went to the beach or not, but we're just going to use beach. Soccer Mom with the $10 tip says, hey, Wonder Bro, just popping in to donate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'll listen to the whole podcast later. I'm fighting the good fight without fighting it. It's simple, but not easy. I like the way you worded that. You're fighting the good fight by not fighting. Thank you so much, Soccer Mom, for the $10 tip. We're going to nail tip goal today. No problem. We are at 26, guys. 26. Drop some purple hearts. Thank you so much for the high energy in today's stream. Thank you, Soccer Mom and T and Chase. We are at 26. Let's see. Carly, I sent you an email regarding a Claire Weeks book I want to send you, signed by her. That is awesome. That is amazing. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check my emails. I'm normally not good at that. I'm normally not too good at that, but I'm going to make it a point to try and do that because that would be amazing. A signed Claire Weeks book? Wow. Okay. That would be awesome. Jennifer, thank you for the purple hearts. Muhammad, hello. I've quit drinking because it made my anxiety come back after months of progress. I'm determined to keep practicing acceptance. Yeah, alcohol doesn't normally sit well, especially with tired nerves. So we support you on that decision. Sky, thank you for the purple hearts. Dude Sanchez, thank you for the purple hearts. A lot of good positive vibes today. Thank you guys so much. I did go to the beach. Cancun, yes. Okay, I was right. I wasn't wrong. It was beautiful, easing the anxiety, the nice view. I'm glad you had fun, Ophelia, and yes, it may have been challenging at points, but again, as long as you practice that mental attitude of acceptance and got involved with your vacation, you were on the right track. Rich, thank you so much, dude, coming in with the $14 tip. He wants to round it up. I love it. Rich, thank you so much, dude. That takes us to 40. We are only 10 away from tip goal. He says always dynamite content. Rich, thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Let's get some purple hearts in the chat. It's a good one today. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. Jennifer, thank you for the purple hearts. Sanchez coming in with the turkeys, dude. We can't forget about Thanksgiving. We can't leave Thanksgiving out, right? We can't leave Thanksgiving out. Can't do it. Let's see here. Thank you so much for the purple hearts, guys. Thank you. Trish, thank you for the purple hearts. Carly, thank you for the purple hearts. Ophelia, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I know you can't see it right now, but this stuff is a lie, man. One day you're going to be looking back on these same thoughts and you're going to be thinking, why did that ever spook me so much? Right? Why did that ever scare me so much? You're going to be laughing at a lot of the stuff that would absolutely terrorize you before. I promise you that. If you continue to have that let it burn, let it learn attitude and continue on with your day with positive behaviors. So if you go the route of the two main keys, you will be looking back one day and you'll be thinking, why did that thought, for example, just an example, why did that thought ever bother me so much? And that's the realizations that you start to make when you get out of fight or flight and into rest digest, aka healing that part of the brain. Should I avoid watching news? If it's negative news, what good does that do you? What good does it do you to sit around on your couch and watch horrible news and sit around and be frantic and upset over it? Are you going to change the world by doing that? Right? Absolutely not. Barack, dude, thank you so much for the $6 tip. We are now officially only 4 away from tip goal. 4 away from tip goal. Thank you so much, dude. Let's get some purple hearts for the Barack for the $6 tip. Thank you, dude. We are 4 away from tip goal. No problem. We absolutely nailed tip goal today. We are only 4 away. Wait a minute. Hold on. David coming in with the 10. That is, let's see, I think. Let me make sure before I announce that. I believe it was David with the 10. It is David with the 10, guys. We have officially hit tip goal. We've also officially broken tip goal. We're moving on to a 223 day streak. That is tip goal in no less than half an hour. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We got AP in the house. It has been a minute, dude. How have you been? APC Sanchez, thank you for the Purple Heart. Sky, thank you, dude. Every thought I recover from, a new one takes its place. Exactly. That's what it does. Fight or flight has to find something to try to get your attention. That's why you are better off not fighting with any of them. You're better off not fighting with any of them. Just let it cycle. When you're in fight or flight, Carly, it's just going to pick something, right? So no matter what it's on, don't care. No matter what it's on, no matter what thought it's on, don't bother fighting with it because you know it's just going to cycle anyway. Who cares, right? Just let it be. Let it be. And as soon as those nerves start to heal, it'll stop picking something. It'll stop picking something and stop picking on you, all right? But that's a good point. Why fight if it's just going to cycle anyway? Fight or flight's just going to try to find something to pick on you with anyway. So there's no point. Was just because I didn't want to change brand, so I said whatever, I'll just drop and forget. Probably not going to feel anything anyway, but a week later I felt really hormonal, I can't read today, Matt, and it changed into just a feeling a little more negative and unstable now, a new level to practice on. That's okay. It'll take your time, your body time to adjust, right? And that's perfectly fine. You're already off to a great start with this thing, right? Keep it up. Keep it up, Mint. Keep it up. The practice can absolutely make you feel better. Absolutely make you feel better, even when it comes to your situation, Mint, with dropping or changing meds. Again, that's personal choice, right? That is personal choice. But if that's what you decide to do, the practice can absolutely make that process much, much easier for you. Absolutely. Let's see. I imagine after listening to the news, I put myself in that situation. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, that's my opinion. You can do what you want to do, right, Muhammad? You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to listen to me. You can keep watching the news if you really want to, right? But I just wouldn't do that. Personally, you have a choice of whether you sit down and take in all of this negative news. Nobody forces you to do that. So my opinion, yeah, I would just choose not to do that. I would just choose not to do that. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. I'm not a fan of watching negative news. I understand that people want to feel connected to the world and know what the latest news is. I get all that, but at the same time, it's not for me. It's not for me. I don't want to know all the negatives. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to know all the negatives. It's not like I can change it. So that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick potty break. Thank you so much for the tip goal, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, drop some purple hearts to thank all of our tippers like Barack and Rich and David and Soccer Mom and crap, I know I'm leaving somebody out, and T and Chase. Okay, I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Drop some purple hearts in the chat for our tippers, guys. I will be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. What is up, everyone? What is up? What is up? What is up? I quit the news 6 months ago. The best decision I ever made. Right? Right's what I'm saying. Of course, it's up to you, man. It's up to you, but so confident in whatever before, and now I'm like, who is this? Long time no see. It's an adjustment period for you, Mint, and that is fine. That is called growth. It's called growing pains. Right? You can't grow without some growing pains, so that's okay. Growing pains are a part of it. It's a part of it. Sensitization blows up all feelings. It absolutely does, and that's what we mean by it's a lie. Rick, thank you so much. Rick coming in with the $10 tip. Rick, thank you so much. Can we get some love in the chat from my boy Rick? Thank you, dude. We are above and beyond the tip goal today. We are at 66. Thank you so much, Rick. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Show some love, guys. Show some love. Blows up all feelings. It does. And that's why we say it's a lie, dude. It's a lie. Yes, it doesn't feel pleasant. That's saying the least, but it's still a lie nonetheless. And that's one of the many reasons why it's a lie. You just have to remember that while you let it burn and let it learn. That's our new mantra for the stream today. Let it burn, let it learn. I love it. Let it burn, let it learn. That is the attitude. That is the attitude. It's not going to be fun, right? It's not always going to be fun. You're going to get a little taken off guard sometimes, a little or a lot, right? But let it burn, let it learn. Nonetheless, we always come back to let it burn, let it learn. All right? Let's see. I stopped watching the news 2 years ago. If it doesn't affect me personally, why should I care? That's another way to look at it. Right? I mean, comes back to the whole there's really nothing you can do about it sort of thing. Sitting on your couch and being frantic over it doesn't really change it. Barack with the 3. I laugh. I chuckle because I know what that means. I laugh and I chuckle because I know exactly what that means. We are ending this stream. Well, we're not ending it right now, but we will be ending this stream on 69. 69. The magic number that chat likes to take our tip goal to sometimes. Gotta love it. 69. It's always a good stream when we hit 69. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. I truly do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I am so grateful. Thank you guys so much. Mint and Sky, my man Sky, Rick, thank you guys for the purple hearts. Chase says, nice, dude. It's always, it's a good stream when we hit 69. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. My amygdala is a slow learner. It might be, right? But it's learning. It's definitely learning, and it's always willing to learn. It's always willing to learn, so don't you worry about it. You keep going. You let it burn and let it learn while you focus on those positive behaviors, and you'll be laughing about this one day, all right? It's a fucking lie. I love you. Hey, who did that? Barack did that. I hope I'm saying his name right, but yeah, Barack did that. Sanchez, they stole your thunder, dude. They stole your thunder. Hearty congratulations, Wonder Bro, for all the tip people send you. Thank you, dude. And by the way, you're going to get there. I know you've kind of frustrated yourself or upset yourself with too much news, right? I understand that must be a difficult situation. You gave a little insight to your situation. That must be a difficult situation to be in, but use those 2 keys, right? Use those 2 keys. Take care of yourself. You will grow. You will learn. You will make progress, okay? No matter your situation, you will learn. You will grow. You will make progress, all right? Let it burn. Let it learn. I love you guys. I love you guys. The bank manager must be like, why so many 69s? I can explain, I swear. Sanchez, dude, thank you so much for the purple hearts. Appreciate you. Guys, there's a little bit of time left in this stream, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now. If you're new here, we are at the part of the stream where you can ask whatever you want to ask. If we're on some sort of random topic, it doesn't matter. We sit around, we chit-chat, we hang out with chat, and we're basically just waiting on anxiety questions. That's what we do after we tackle the main point of the stream. So don't feel afraid to chime in and ask all of your burning questions. We will do our best to answer them. It's beginning to look a lot. Yes. Don't get that stuck on my head. Oh, God. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Not yet. I'm with mint. Not yet. Not yet. Give me a little time to adjust. Give me a little time to adjust, Mariah. What video game should I play later? It's a good question. What are our options? It's oddly warm today. It's getting warmer. It's a little chillier to start, but it's getting warmer. Not sure why the on-screen chat's taking a minute to catch up, but that's okay. That's okay. Knock on wood. We've had no disconnections today, so I'll take it. I'll take the chat being a little bit slow over being disconnected. Putting up my tree this weekend, all right? Hey, you know, everybody's got their preference. Everybody's got their preference. Celebrate early, celebrate on time, celebrate late, right? Everybody goes at their own pace. You put that tree up if that's what you want to do. Always hot in Florida. Yeah, I would have the AC running all the time. It can't be Christmas yet. Time is flying by, dude. Time is just moving right on, right? Moving right on. Can't stop it. It's just moving right on. Let's see. I'm going to scroll the chat for a second. Don't think I missed any questions, but you never know. Whatever brings you joy. Exactly. You do what you want to do. Chances are, whatever you pick, I'm a rich spoiled brat. I could have every game you can imagine, especially the retro ones. So you're a big fan of retro games. All right, I'm going to have to think on that for a minute. Spending a whole day to relax and recover. My leg muscles are sore. You do your thing, right? A positive behavior could be sitting in bed watching a funny movie. With the attitude, you got to have both the two keys together, right? So you're laying in bed watching a funny movie, making yourself smile a little bit, whatever. With the attitude of let it burn and let it learn. Right? That's positive in itself. Got to have those two keys together. The mental attitude of let it burn, let it learn, and the positive behaviors. Got to have both of those two main keys. Didn't get the notification. Hi, Wonder Bro. Hello, Style Alert. How are you doing? How long have you guys been on? We're getting ready to wind down about 10 or so minutes. 10 or so minutes. But this will be uploaded, right? Assuming YouTube doesn't mess it up, this will be uploaded, so you can always watch it back. Yes, I do have that, but not always. It will pain and then go away. Come and go in waves, yeah. Somebody say Mario Kart. I used to play a little bit of Mario Kart. Big stretch. Big stretch, big stretch. Get that big stretch in there. Oh, feels good. Feels good, feels good. Today evening, 6 p.m., I had knee pain while walking, then I just forgot. This guy you didn't mention about, but I think I'm lost. Let me see. Mortal Kombat Wii? Is that Mortal Kombat? Is that what you're talking about? MK? Hey, whatever you decide to play, dude, whatever you decide to play, you have fun with it. You have fun with it and you enjoy your day gaming. Enjoy it, enjoy it. Catch what thought rising in her mind and neglect it. I would use the word accept it. I get your point. Don't get me wrong. I get your point, but I would use the word accept it. So thoughts are coming, right? And you just say, you know what? Just let them be. Just let them be. You know, they can say whatever they want to say. Let it learn. Let it burn. Let it learn. Right? Back to our little mantra from today's stream. But I get your point. I get what you're saying. I would just make that small little adjustment to the terms there. Small little adjustment to the terms there that might make a difference in attitude, and that's what we're really going for, is a new attitude. Still stuck old school. Tron, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man. Yes, Defender. Yes, I'm older. Nothing wrong with all of those titles. Let it burn, let it learn. Yeah, dude. That's our spur of the moment mantra, if you want to call it a mantra, that we came up with today. It's a good one. It's a good one because while these thoughts and feelings are there, it does feel like there's like some burning going on. It's not comfortable, but let it burn, let it learn. So it is a good one. Steal that, man. If you're struggling with what your attitude should be, your inner attitude, inner voice, accepting inner voice, whatever you want to call it, if you're struggling with that, steal that. You can steal it from me. I don't mind. Steal it from me. Let it burn, let it learn. Because it does feel like it's burning, and that's okay. Let that shit burn, right? You're not trying to push that away. Let it burn, let it learn. So small. What up, bro? How is everyone? What's up, Tony? It's so small and cute, says Mint. I don't know what she's talking about. It's so small and cute. You've probably heard that line a time or two, Sky. I cracked myself up. What a knee slapper. If you got it, you got it. What about, do you know what got you sensitized back years ago? Oh, shit. Do you know what got you sensitized back years ago? I've always had horrible habits of obsession, and I was always an anxious child. Sensitization came later in my life, but I think it was just an accumulation of really bad habits like obsession, and of course worry, negativity, not having the right accepting Scott's just not having the right accepting inner voice and attitude of just let it burn, let it learn. No, I was heavily involved in fighting every single thought and feeling. So an accumulation of bad habits, really. An accumulation of bad habits over time, over the years, just finally hit my, I guess, breaking point, you could say. I'm sorry, guys, I had to. Everybody else tells jokes, all right? I'm allowed to sneak one in there from time to time. Okay. I wonder, I've been dealing with not having that enjoyment of life. Not like I'm depressed or anything, but I just don't feel that joy. So you're just fatigued, right? You're worn out. That's all it is. Don't be so quick to call yourself depressed. I know you didn't say that, but I'm just letting you know for future reference. Don't be so quick to do that. You're just fatigued. Let it burn. Let it learn. Carry on. Right? Let it burn, let it learn, carry on. No sort of resistance is going to change anything. It just makes it all icky and sticky and gross, right? So it's very easy to want to overthink your feelings. I understand that, but it's an illusion. It's temporary. Let it burn, let it learn. We're going to say that, and we already have said that 100 times today, but it's so true. It's so true. Tekken. I was never into the side-scrolling arena fighters. Is that what you would call them? I don't even know. Arena fighters like Mortal Kombat and Tekken. I never had the good enough memory to learn all of the combos and stuff, and I never had the patience to try to. So I don't know. For me, I would just button mash, and that's not how you're supposed to play those games. So. Yeah, I was never a huge fan, but I can see why people would really like them. I get it. I understand it. Just not for me, I guess. Big heads and carts and small and cute. You can go. Oh, yes. No, I get what you're saying. Okay, we got it. I got it now. Does the 2 keys apply to feelings? I got it. The feelings of depression. Wife just left me, just having a hard time processing. I hate to hear that, Charles. We all go through things in life. It's not easy, right? It's not easy. Some of the things you will encounter in life will be very difficult. It's a perfect opportunity for you to grow. You can either grow through something or you can suffer through something. You can grow through something or you can struggle through something. You can use this app as an opportunity to have that let it burn, let it learn attitude, even towards your feelings. Let them burn. Accept them. Let it burn, right? So you can grow through this thing, Charles, and come out even better, right, before you went in. or you can struggle through this thing. The choice is yours. I do hate to hear that. You know, life happens. I really am sorry about that, dude. Dude. But again, you can grow through this thing. I promise you can grow through this thing, or you can struggle through this thing. But do the 2 keys apply to? Yes, they apply to all your feelings, right? To resist your feelings will always be futile, right? Now, you can take action, right? You can, let's say, I don't know, something's upsetting you and you can fix it. Well, fix it if you want to, right? If that's the best choice. But to resist your feelings will always be futile. So while you're taking action or not taking action or whatever, right, always have that attitude of let it learn, let it burn, let it burn, let it learn, right? Because to be in a state of resistance will never be beneficial. So I hope that answers your question there. Like a dangling 16-cart train from a busted train track. Jesus. Okay, well that's fair. You had to have a chance to defend yourself. That's understandable. That's understandable. All right, you guys, we're approaching that 1 hour mark. We're going to go ahead, getting tongue-tied, and start to wind it down here. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments, the support, the likes, the tips. I love you guys so much. We ended today on 69, which is always a good number to end it on, right? But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting and being here. Check me out on, you know, whatever, the social medias, Vacate Fear. I love you. We're almost at 11K subs. If you haven't subscribed, do so now, man. Join us. Ring the bell, right? We'd love to see you here. We'd love to have you in the chats. All right, guys, that's all I've got to say for now. And until next time, I love you oh so much. Stay awesome.